Welcome back, all you beautiful patriots out there. It's your boy Tyrone, Mr. Conservative. And yes, patriots, I am back at you guys with a really quick video. You guys, I promise I will make the video as quick as possible for you guys. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff from you guys. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to call me Mr. Conservative. And yes, patriots, I want to take a moment here. I want to have this quick conversation about them removing the statue of General Lee from Richmond, Virginia. You guys, I want to have a moment and I want to talk about that. Now, before we get into it, patriots, you know I got to give that quick disclaimer for the YouTube, this is a current event and this is a current topic that's going on. So what we are doing on the channel is having an open discussion, okay? Let me explain open discussion for YouTube real quick. An open discussion is we're going to be talking about the matter at hand, weighing in, giving our own personal opinion. Now, our personal opinion doesn't represent facts, but it is our personal opinion nonetheless. We are just expressing ourselves, how we feel about the current situation at hand. That's all we're doing here, having an open discussion. Now, I gave the quick disclaimer for the YouTube so they don't think I'm spreading any disinformation whatsoever, you guys. Let's dive into this, you guys. So they removed the statue of General Lee from Richmond, Virginia. You guys comment below and let me know how you guys feel about that. Are you guys in support of it? Are you guys not supportive of it? Comment below and let me know, because according to YouTube, right, this YouTube video, they made it seem like everybody was in support of it. But clearly, when you look up here, and I'm going to put it up here for you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look at the dislikes. Look at the dislikes compared to the likes. Do you see the dislikes compared to the likes? So you're telling me that there's so many people in support of this going on that it doesn't even show on the YouTube. Like, you're putting out there, you think that it would have like a butt ton of likes, right? But no, it has more dislikes than it does likes. So something's not adding up. Something's not making very much sense. You guys comment below and let me know. It's kind of like the whole thing with Joe Biden, you guys. You know, everybody say, oh yeah, he's the most approval president, blah, 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 yakety smack. And every time he does a press conference, and if you guys check it out on YouTube, the dislikes and the comments that are below, oh my God. Right? Oh my God. This is crazy, right? But you're telling me this guy got more votes than the first black president, right? You're telling me, but he has more dislikes than he does likes. I digress, you guys. I'm getting off subject. But yes, so they removed the statue of General Lee from Richmond, Virginia, you guys. This is crazy, you guys. Let me explain something to a lot of the people out there. Now, General Lee was a native of Virginia. That is his home state, all right? He decided to fight for the Confederate Union because his home state, he wanted to defend his home state. It had nothing to do with racism, you guys. It had nothing to do with racism. You guys need to cut the whole racism BS out, because it's getting old and tiresome, man. Real talk, real talk. Now, I always say this, you cannot give an inch. You can't give an inch, man, because when you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. And when they take the mile, they're going to take the whole darn country. Now, let me explain something to you guys. When they first started this whole thing with the Confederate flag, okay, and then they went on to the statues, and then they went on to the schools, and then they went on to the military bases, and then this was racist, and that was racist, and everything is racist, right? They went as far as just pushing this narrative. And when I said they took an inch, they took a mile, and then they tried to take the whole darn country, they went after Aunt Jemima. They went after Uncle Ben's. Now these are these are like Aunt Jemima. You guys know what Aunt Jemima is. Pancake mix and pancake syrup. That is racist. You know, Uncle Ben, the rice is racist. You know what I'm saying? Miss Butterworth is racist. They removed a rock, Patriots, a boulder from one of the colleges out there in Wisconsin because that was considered racist. Man, I'm telling you, I am so tired of the whole racism BS. It makes no sense whatsoever. Look, we live in the best country in the world. Best country. And you guys want to keep talking about the past. Well, if you're so fed up and you don't like it here, please, there's the door. Feel free to leave. Feel free to leave, man. Feel free. Go to Venezuela, go to communist China, go to Russia, go anywhere. All right? Go anywhere and see how far you make it, okay? You know, I am so tired of this, Patriots. And it breaks my heart to actually see the statue removed. You know what I mean? Because, you know what? I was going to go visit. I got some family in Virginia. I was going to go visit my Uncle Larry and them down in Virginia, man. I was going to go visit them. And I was looking forward to actually going to see the statue and then going to Virginia Beach and stuff like that as well. You know, checking that out because I've never been to Virginia. But it is crazy, Patriots. This is crazy. crazy, 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 you guys. Super crazy. I mean, like, this is going a little too far. Now, what you're doing here is you're destroying history. Well, see, what the Democrats are trying to do, Patriots, now hear me out. What they're trying to do is because every law that was put on the books and passed through was the Democrats, you guys. It was the Democrats. Who founded the KKK? The Democrats, okay? That was the strong arm of the Democrat Party back then, was the KKK. So what they're trying to do is trying to remove their bad past. So no one won't know, hey, you guys are actually the party of slavery. You guys are the party of slavery. Who freed the slaves? The Republicans. Abraham Lincoln. And guys, remember when they tried to come after Abraham Lincoln, they tried to tear down one of his statues as well? It's crazy, you guys. It's crazy. They try to say, oh yeah, because blah, blah. Look, it makes no sense, man. He freed the slaves. What are you talking about? And then the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. I remember them having a conversation about how that was racist. You know what I mean? Like, how was that racist? Now, let me point out a fact here, okay? Let me point out a fact. Where did Martin Luther King give his famous speech, I Have a Dream? Was at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., you guys. In Washington, D.C. Look, these lefty loons, man, these Democrats, they are trying to destroy our country. They're trying to erase our history, right? They want to replace history with CRT. That's what they want to do. They want to get rid of history class in school and replace it with CRT, which we got to fight against that narrative. We got to stand together on that one, Patriots. We all must take a stand and not go quietly into the dark night on that one, because that is a load of BS, all right? This is what these Democrats are trying to do. They're trying to destroy the country, man. Point blank, period. Real talk. They want to raise our taxes, right? They want to get rid of the history that makes this great nation great. Because you know what? Look, man, a history teacher I had way back in the day, you guys, I believe it was in the 9th grade. And he said, Tyrone, if you don't learn from history, you are doomed to repeat it. So that must mean you must know your history, right? You must learn from it, or you're going to repeat the same mistakes that happened back then. Real talk. Real talk, Patriots. Real talk. So that's why we shouldn't get rid of the history. I mean, the history should be told. The whole story must be told. The whole entire story. You know what I mean? The good and the bad. Simple as that. You can't just leave out the good and just talk about the bad. And you just can't talk about the good and leave out the bad. You know what I mean? Y'all comment below and let me know how you guys feel about it, man. I'm telling you, man, these Democrats, it's them. It's the Democrats, man. Real talk. Because what they want to do is remove all the statues. They want to remove all of these names on schools and military bases, you guys, that has general from the Confederate Union or generals from the Union, because they even went after Grant, you guys. Which Grant did have slaves at one point in time. He owned a couple of slaves. That's crazy, right? But let me tell you, another thing that people don't realize and don't obviously do their history or don't do the research, but you know what? There was more Democrats that owned slaves during the Confederate Union than there was Republicans. I mean, well, during the Civil War. You guys, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. And then, but you know what? YouTube will probably try to strike me for it. Probably say, oh, that's disinformation. No, it's not disinformation. Look it up. That's all I'm saying. Just look it up. It is crazy, man. It is crazy. They need to put the statue right back where it belongs, okay? It's been there for years and years and years and years and years. I mean, nobody had a problem with it, right? Nobody had a problem with it, you know? And the crazy thing about it is that my mom, you know what I'm saying? She lived in Mississippi, right? My mom she's black and Puerto Rican, right? She's mixed. So the crazy thing about it, she had no problem with General Lee. She had no problem with the Mississippi original flag, because Patriots, they switched the Mississippi flag because it still had the bars and stars, you know, the bars and stars on it. You know, she had no problem with it. She's like, I never looked at it like that, you know? Yeah, because they didn't have it's not bothering them. But I'm telling you, these lefty loons will make it seem like you're the problem because you're not whatever. You know, it's crazy, Patriots. I'm going to get up off of here because the more I talk about it, the more peed off I get about it, man. You know, y'all need to put the statue right back where it belongs. Stop trying to destroy our country. Stop trying to remove every statue. Stop trying to label everything as racist. Stop trying to label everything as white supremacist. Stop doing that, man. Because that is what you're doing. You are dividing the country. Not us. You are dividing the country. You are, because let me tell you the game plan. Let me tell you real quick before I get up off here. You know, if they can divide us, they can conquer us. I always say, united we stand, divided we fall. And the Democrats are trying to divide us. And they're picking the small things that they know that triggers certain individuals to use to divide us. Because if they can divide us, we won't stand united. And if we don't stand united, we will crumble. All right. And then they're just going to stay in power. Right? And they're still going to push all these dumb narrative and they're going to destroy our country, Patriots. So I'm going to end the video. I'm going to end the video with the let's make America great. Who? And let's keep America great, Patriots. And come on in here. Let me tell you real quick how we're going to make America great and how we're going to keep America great. We're going to make America great is by leaving the statues alone. Okay. We're going to remember every scar and every proud moment in history. All right. That's how we're going to make America great. By preserving history, by preserving, let me repeat it, by preserving history. That's going to make America great, and that's definitely what's going to keep America great. And I'll be coming back at you guys with another video.